What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be flying this MD-11 from Newark over to Memphis, so that'll be about close to a 3-hour flight. Gate to gate time, air time 2.5 hours. According to SimBrief, and that is pretty accurate anyway. So don't really have much to say for the intro, so let's get straight into it. If I can get OBS to record our page, there we go. All right, start from the top of the PDF as I always do. So our flight number today will be Fedex 1202, cost index of 61. Very good stuff. And we should have the PW engine, so I will just make that adjustment. Thought it was set to that, but I guess not. No other adjustments. Alright, and STFDI designs as well. So, new flight plan. Alright, cost index is 72 now. We have our configuration correct, so that we may expect a little bit of changes as far as the fuel and everything. Alright, so let's take a look. 65.3 in the block fuel. And here's our routes. So we're taking off 4 left, no SID. Really no SID out of New York or Newark. Really no SID out of New York, so we'll expect vectors. And then we're on to our routes, so simple as that. Alright. Our payload today will be 167.8, 168,000. 4 passengers is what we're taking. Really our crew, number of souls on board today. We're a cargo, of course, so. Our estimated takeoff weight's almost 500,000. Let's take a look at our weather. More detail. Alright. Winds are not too bad, only 9 knots. Visibility is low, it is cloudy, and we have that thunderstorm there. 800 feet. Temperature 14, so weather is not too bad aside from the visibility. So perfect day for flying. And if we look at Memphis, weather's not bad there as well. Weather's not bad there either. Temperature is a lot higher, so I have to crank up that AC a little bit for this flight. And if we look at Nashville, no winds at all to be reported. Still have some broken clouds, still a little bit cloudy, so. And if we look at our maps, see, to determine how smooth the flight will be.
2424, contact McGuire approach on 126.475.
No turbulent zones, no zones of turbulence. So we are expecting a pretty smooth flight. For the flight level 320 today.
American 1174, 17,000.
Or I did just change the flight plan. Alright, it's still the same anyway.
American
Alright.
1174, radar contact.
Alright, let's get into that cockpit.
Endeavor 5521.
Start giving it power. I want to reset that fuel.
Over to New York approach on 120.8, Endeavor 5521.
Alright.
Endeavor 5010. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Cleared for the Vader 1 arrival into LaGuardia.
Our external is available. Let's get the battery on.
In the descent
So we
for
can
7,000.
use it.
Cleared for
Perfect.
the Vader 1
Alright.
arrival into LaGuardia, Endeavor 5010.
And the sim just lagged. Okay. Alright, there we go. try that again. There we go. Alright, systems are powering up while we wait. Let's go ahead and take a good look at our equipment. Everything looks good over here. And I'm not simulating the extended simulation package, by the way. So, we're not expecting any failures or anything of that nature for this flight. Alright, perfect. Here's our flight plan. Go ahead and set the payload and all. Alright, our system's ready. Take a look.
Endeavor 5521, contact Toronto Center on 134.9.
Start refueling. Fedex. Since we're Fedex.
Allegiant 2662, contact New York approach on
Alright.
132.75.
Nav. Alright, there we go. Perfect.
Delta 2732.
We're just gonna start going through our flow anyway, alright. Alright, now first we'll work on our FMC info. Alright, nav data is current. 2605, May 14th, June 10th. So let's go ahead and get a flight plan there.
Envoy 3985, contact New York Center on 121.125.
On to 121.125, Envoy 3985. Good
And I'll
day.
link it from the flight bag. Let's go ahead and do that. Or can
Endeavor
alright,
5003,
yeah,
radar contact.
definitely can do that.
Delta 2109, flight
Alright, it's in there, perfect.
Delta 2109, radar contact.
Our cost index is 72. 72. Kinda going backwards here. Cruise level is 320. Oops. 320.
Flight level 240. Jazz 537, radar contact. Brickyard 4590, contact New York Center on 121.125.
Oh, and also we have an ACAR system. I don't know if it's, or I don't remember if it's really works
American 2424,
as well as I
contact New
think it
York
does,
Center on
as I would,
133.15.
as well as we make it realistic. Anyway, go ahead and get the ATIS
Boston Center, United 1551,
or the
flight
MEDAR.
level 190.
Go ahead and take a MEDAR.
United 1551, radar contact. 351, contact Philadelphia approach on 127.6. 127.6.
Try to request departure clearance. Here we get.
Boston Center, Brickyard 5623, flight level 280. Brickyard 5623, radar contact. Boston Center, Allegiant 1351, flight level
Alright, so I think we said that already.
Allegiant 1351, radar contact.
Fuel is 65.3. Alright, so that is correct. We are currently refueling, so at this point, let's go ahead and request passengers.
Allegiant 1351,
I'm sorry,
contact
bags.
Cleveland Center on
Packages.
120.625.
Air cargo. Go ahead and open that
165 for Allegiant 1351.
cockpit door as well.
Boston Center, Brickyard 5623, flight level 300. Brickyard 5623, radar contact. Endeavor 5521, contact New York Center on 121.125. Switching to New York Center on 121.125, Endeavor 5521.
Boston Center, JetBlue 1737, flight level 260. JetBlue 1737, radar contact. Boston Center, Southwest 3969, flight level 300.
Southwest 3969, radar contact.
Boston Center, JetBlue 2377, flight level 260.
Alright, once again, if we look at our weather,
Radar contact.
our alternate is Nashville. So we'll enter that. So we have the weather information and all. Perfect. And let's get ATIS. I'll just listen to it. So
2732, contact New York
go to the
Center on
charts.
121.125.
Let's take a quick look. See who we have.
121.125 for Delta 2732.
Boston Center, Delta 2109, flight level 270.
What's going on?
Delta 2109, radar contact.
Boston Center, United 1551, flight level 230.
United 1551, radar contact.
Boston Center, American 2339, flight level 280.
All right, departure rate is 12482.
American
Perfect.
2339, radar contact.
13482.
5763, contact New York Center on 121.125.
SE heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Newark Liberty International Airport, information uniform. 2151 Zulu. Arriving runways 11, 4 right. Departing runways 11, 4 left.
Our actual payload
Wind 040
is,
at 9er. Visibility 6.
or gross
Drizzle.
weights rather,
Mist.
is 481.
Overcast at
7.
800. Temperature 14, 2.13. Altimeter 3023. Density altitude minus 400 feet. Unknown drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Newark Liberty International Airport, information uniform.
Your fuel weights
2151
416.
Zulu. Arriving runways 11, 4 right.
Alright,
Departing runways 11, 4 left. Wind
information is
040
correct.
at 9er. Visibility 6. Drizzle, mist. Overcast at 800.
Perfect. Alright.
Temperature
What's our flight plan?
2.13. Altimeter 3023.
We have no SID.
Density altitude minus 400.
Number 3023.
Unknown drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform.
Uniform.
Newark Liberty International Airport, information uniform. 2151 Zulu. Arriving runways 11, 4 right. Departing runways 11, 4 left. Wind 040 at 9er. Visibility 6.
There's our
Drizzle,
gates.
Mist. Overcast at 800.
Parking
Temperature
33.
2.13. Altimeter 3023. Density altitude minus 400 feet. Unknown drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and
Alright.
hold short instructions.
We'll request it by voice
Advise on
if we
initial
don't
contact
get
you have
anything.
Information uniform.
We don't get any messages here.
Newark Liberty International Airport.
Alright.
Information uniform. 2151 Zulu. Arriving
Okay,
runways
so
11,
go over the
4 right.
ground for now.
Departing runways 11, 4 left.
And ground is
Wind
118.
040 at 9er. Visibility 6. Drizzle, mist. Overcast at 800.
Alright. I want to see the progress on these bags, that's all. Perfect. Everything looks good. That one not align, huh?
Y6. Drizzle, mist. Overcast
expect
and
for a
800.
left.
Temperature 14, dew point 13. Altimeter 3023. Density altitude minus 400 feet.
All right. Oh, also, before we start the flow, so what I want to do is there are arrival information in there. Start with our star. You can expect the plus 5. I think we have that, but I'll double check. Yes, we do have the plus 5, and I'm entering that. We fix this. Let's sit in the captain seats. There we go. Alright, plus 5, and we should have 1.8 sensor. We have 3.6 left. Alright. Inserts. Alright, let's 3.6 left. Okay. And we can remove that discontinuity after the top descent. Alright. Flight plan is ready. Alright. Right now, if I'm gonna leave that alone, don't really need to mess with that right now. Alright. Points, we can go over our flow. Start with the cargo fire test. Alright. All these switches are guarded. Cargo temperature, I'll leave that low. Ignition is off. Wipers are off. Alright. Hydraulic system is set auto, and we'll give it a test. Everything looks good. Perfect. Emergency power, we'll go ahead and arm that, and it is on automatically right now. Electrical panel, everything looks good at this point, so I'll go ahead and start the APU. And we can also monitor it. Oh well, right here. Packs, well, air conditioning panel, that's auto, and we will leave that alone. Fuel panel, let's do the quantity test. Perfect. Flight controls, auto, no lights showing, so that's good. We'll do the fire test.
Engine 1, fire. Engine 2, fire. Engine 3, fire. Engine 1, fire.
Perfect. Cabin pressure, system auto. Anti-ice, not needed. And let's do the annunciator test.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Perfect. And that's less than it. Good again, perfect. License required. I'll get the nav on at this point. Alright, we're down here to our radio panels and they're all set. We are monitoring ground right now. That's 1218. Do not have our squawk yet. Let's see what we have in the messages. Nothing. Alright. Guess we will request by voice. Let's go to delivery or clearance 118.85. During clearance, good evening, Fedex 1202 Heavy, requesting IFR to Memphis with information uniform, altimeter 3023. Alright, and we will wait on them.
Clearance on request, you're number 1.
Perfect. So expect Newark 5.
Clear to Memphis. Radar vectors park. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119 or
Radar
2.
vectors.
Squawk 6451. Expect runway 4 left.
Clear Memphis, radar vectors park. Then is filed. Initial climb at 3000. Expect 320 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 6451. Expect 4 left. That's our perfect readback.
Fedex 1202 Heavy. Readback correct. Ground is on 121.8. Safe flight, sir.
Oh, shoot. Alright, so we just have radar vectors, so you can really back. I can't get rid of the SID, huh? That sucks. We have 4 left. Guess we'll just not follow it, right? Since we have radar vectors. Just runway heading. 4 left, the runway heading. If we go ahead and take a look. Let's see, one of these SIDs. This way I have Liberty, or I'm sorry, no, Newark 5. 4 left. We'll make our runway heading. And our initial climb is 3000 anyway, so. Let's see, what do we have for 4 left anyway, though? Zero 39. Alright. Sim just froze. 039, 3000 initial climb. Go to our performance page. I think I got that takeoff performance. Or did we? No, did we? Oh, it's right here. So let's go ahead and get that info, and then we will be ready to go. All right, there we go. All right, packs off. We can do that. Weather is correct. All right, perfect. Calculate 147.163.173. All right. With full laps, what do we have? Laps in. And flex temperature of 59. Oops. Alright, 173. No slope or left. Temperature 14. It would just have 14 centigrade. Alright, that is complete. Oh, and the delay shield over here. So let's just go through everything. The altimeter is set, and QFE QNH is set. QNH minimums, we'll leave that at 200. Or let's go ahead and take a look at our approach. So for left,
Liberty International Airport clearance.
we go ahead and take a look.
Radar vectors Greek. Dennis filed. Climb and maintain 3000.
ILS.
Expect flight level 310 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2. Squawk 4141. Expect runway 4 left.
See what our minimum should be. 520. All right. So 520. I'll set 540. Perfect.
100. Read back correct. Ground is on 121.8. Safe flight, sir.
Our FMS speed, that is set. And we have our P speed set up over here. So 250 knots in the speed window. Heading 039. Initial climb to 3000. That is all set. Perfect. And what's going on with our data over here? What's going on with this? Oh wait, I think I know what the issue is. Oops. Filter init page. Initialize. I never pressed that. Alright. Here we go. That clears our issue. The airplane is ready to go. so I will just get up the checklist at this point. APU is available. There's a bleed. There we go. And the packs are working perfect. Alright, so let's pull up our checklist. Alright, we'll start. Before start checklist, aircraft log reviewed, fuel quantity is 65.3. Oxygen, go ahead and test that. Perfect. IRSs are aligned. Altimeter QNH is 3023. Status base check. Takeoff warning.
Stabilizer.
Perfect. Oh,
Stabilizer.
yeah, full lap.
Full lap.
I like that. Alright, we know that's working now. Radar checked. We're down to the line. And let's get ready for push. Let's make sure our doors and everything are closed. We have the APU running and on bus, so we can remove the external power or shut it off first. Perfect. We'll remove that GPU. All of our doors are closed. We're pretty much ready to go, so we can go ahead and shut that cockpit door. Oh, the emergency lights. All right. Let's go on our seat belts and no smoking. At this point, I'm going to finish the checklist. Or let's go over the ground. Door ground, good evening. Fedex 1202 Heavy. Requesting push and start. Stand 33.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, push and start approved. Tail west.
Push approved tail west. FedEx 1202. Alright. Pushing tail west.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, say again.
Clear for push tail west. FedEx 1202. Okay.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, say again, please.
No. Y'all heard me. Alright. I will look on say intentions, see what their ramp is. 119.99. Alright, we can do that. Cockpit to ground, FedEx 1202 is ready for push and start. I said push and start. We're just ready for push.
Ground to flight deck,
Oh,
bus
well,
standing
yeah,
by.
already.
Release
Yep.
parking brake for pushback.
Set those parking brakes. And let's finish the checklist before we move the aircraft. Alright, below the line, custom forms on board, aux pump.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Click spots. Takeoff data brief, parking brake set. Windows are closed. Windows are closed and locked. Doors are closed. You can get on the beacon. This point, beacon and transponder as well. Let's not forget. And ignition. Go system A. Doesn't matter which. Checklist complete. Oh, alright. Air, well. Air system. As it is listed, well, it is already configured that way in auto anyway. Packs will shut off when we start the engines. System is automatic. You don't really need to worry about that. Checklist is complete. Controller did say face west. That really achievable when it say so. Going to face east. Tail west. Cockpit to ground, we're ready for push. Tail east. Alright, I want to let us back. Or am I just not hearing me? Alright,
Parking brake is still set. Please release parking brake and remove all chocks.
okay. Also, I want to record for replays, getting flight control replay working before we start moving the aircraft. Alright, let's start that push. Thank you very much.
Ground to flight deck, cleared for engine start in sequence.
Pushing really slowly. I left that out. I forgot about that. Engine start in sequence. Let's monitor engines. We are. Alright, 1, 3, and 2 in that order. Starting 1. Engine is turning, very good. And now we can monitor N2. $15. Going to inject fuel. Really could just put this up right as the engines are starting, because the MD-11 does have a Fedex system. But by the book, You only inject the fuel after into the 15, so just going to stick to that. Alright, we have a good start on 1. Start valve is closed. Starting number 3. It is turning. And we're monitoring our N2. That is alive now. N2 15. Fuel.
Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Alright, so we have a good start on 3. Start valve is closed. Starting number 2. It is turning. Perfect. It is heating up. Of course. Rover 15 on N2. Weights. You want to look at that. Center of gravity. What's going on here? We have disengaged. Alright, we have good starts, all engines. Top of the ground, we have a good engine start, so you may disconnect the tug. We're getting the APU off.
Copy that, say again.
Cockpit to ground, we have a good engine start, so you may disconnect the tug. Perfect, alright. Should have heard that, come on.
I
Perfect.
didn't copy that, say again. Tug already disconnected.
Alright. I'm gonna act so stupid right now. Alright, I have to start checklist. Pulling it up. Now they're taking care of that tug. Thank you very much. Anti-ice. Off/on. We do not need that right now. Temperature is 14. APU is off. Electrical panel checked. Hydraulic manual. Well, hydraulic panel. We'll leave that auto. Well, we can check the pumps and then back into the auto configuration will be what we need for takeoff. And then same thing with the air panel. That we're going to shut off the packs before takeoff. So out of checklist, we can turn these off and then back on again. And we're pretty much ready to go. Checklist completes. Over the ground. Memphis ground, Fedex 1202 Heavy requesting taxi.
FedEx 1202
On
Heavy,
flaps
runway
10.
4 left taxi via Alpha Alpha.
4 left, Alpha Alpha. Four left is right there, so start our before takeoff checklist. On flaps 10 first. And stabilizer trim, putting that right in the green. Oh, taxi lights. That's why I forget. Nose to taxi. Just right at the runway. Maybe the shortest taxi time I have on the channel. Giving way to this aircraft. Coming up here pretty fast. I'll give way while I go over the checklist. Why not? We have a little bit of time. To giving way to us. Alright. Give way to the 767. FedEx 1202 giving way to 767. Alright. Let him go.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, say again, please.
Okay. I don't think he's on our frequency. I think we'll go to the tower at this point. Why he's still waiting? Giving him way. Alright, but anyway, let's go ahead and start on our checklist. Oh, he just left. Before takeoff,
contact tower on 118.3.
full laps. Flaps checked. Flaps 10. Configuration for takeoff. Check. Spoilers on. Flight controls.
Ground, United 1473, taxi to the ramp.
Full left. Full right.
1473, taxi
Neutral
to
also.
Juliet, hold short of runway 22 right.
No.
Juliet,
Full
hold
up.
short of runway 22 right.
Full down.
United
Neutral rudder. Full
1473.
left. Full right's neutral. Flight controls checked. Trim is set. That's in the green. Briefing is complete.
United 147,
4 vectors.
runway 22 right.
Seatbelts harnesses fastened. Hydraulic.
Right, United 147
Manual. First motor pumps. They on automatically. Oh yeah, definitely get them on. And then we're going to shut off the packs for our takeoff. Packs off. Give way to this United since he's already taxing. He's giving us way. And I'm a heavy, so I don't want to bump him all around with that wake turbulence as he's giving us way. he's doing though. Beast check. EAD check. Radar off/on. FCP sets. Lights as required. We're on the runway turn offs. Ground FedEx 1202 requesting switch to tower.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, contact tower on 118.3.
Over the tower 118.3 and thank you for the ATC. Alright. 183. Don't see it on say intention, so I'm manually dialing it. Tower, good evening. FedEx 1202 Heavy, holding short of 4 left. Requesting takeoff.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, runway 4 left, wind 040 at Niner. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 4 left, fly runway heading. Alright. Routes. Get our lights as required. Alright, no traffic. And we're getting altitude reporting on. Going TARA on that transponder.
Approaching runway 4 left.
Almost forgot to arm the spoiler. Large aircraft, so we're oversteering that, of course. Alright, stabilize it, the engines. Alright, take off thrust, sets. Airspeed alive, 80 knots. Rotate, oh, that's our speed anyway, huh? Pretty fast. Positive rate, gear up. I guess we're kind of light, so well, that flight director is pointing us up. All right, start getting our nose down a little bit.
Altitude.
United 797 holding short of 4
Open up our
left, ready to go.
flaps.
United 797, wind 030 at 11, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
You know, on that autopilot.
Runway 4 left, United 797.
It's acting up.
Autopilot.
Why once pitches up so violently? Alright, so there we go. It's more stable now. Can get up those slats. Alright, so after takeoff checklist, system auto, packs come back on. And where we clear it over to departure. Over to departure, Fedex 1202, and thank you for the ATC. Newark departure, good evening, Fedex 1202. Heavy is with you. Heading 038, airborne at 3000.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, roger. Contact departure.
We are over to departure.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, Philadelphia departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 310. Turn left heading 265. Vectors to park, then on course.
310, left 265, vectors to park, then on course.
United 2100, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Alright, now we're climbing again. Perfect. Pitching up violently though. I don't understand that.
Contact Philadelphia departure on 127.6. 127.6, United 797.
Go auto. And disarm the ground spoilers. And we can go standard on the altimeter. Since we're clear 310. Alright. Let's go ahead and direct park. We're taking that. We're going nav mode. Perfect. After takeoff checklist, landing gear up and lights out, flaps and slaps. Directing park and flying on course. Fedex 1202 Heavy.
JetBlue 1251, contact New York Center on 121.125. FedEx 1202 Heavy, say intentions with clarity, say again.
Directing park. FedEx 1202 Heavy. We are light, so we are climbing pretty fast. Notice it's not want to go down. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Alright.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb, maintain 320, FedEx 1202 Heavy.
Delta 2433, contact New York Center on 121.125. On to 121.125, Delta 2433, good day. Delta 5 568, contact New York Center on 121.125.
Well, like the autopilot could use a little bit of work, so. Our pitching angle is right at 7.5, so I will leave the seatbelts on for now. No, we're past 10,000. If a takeoff checklist, landing gear up, lights out, flaps and slats up and retracted, spoiler, disarm, auto brakes off, flap selector, back to 15.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, contact New York Center on 133.15.
Over to New York Center, anything ready to see. EAD checked. Hydraulic system is back in auto, and air system is back in auto, and the packs are running. Let's look at the air panel. Make sure everything is good in there. Yup. Nothing to worry about. And we are just smoothly flying on our way to Memphis.
United 1579, contact Montreal Center on 124.275. 124.275 for United 1579.
Alright, at this point, seatbelt signs, they can go off. Let's switch them to auto. Seatbelts and no smoking. Almost at cruise level at this point. 9 minutes into the flight. This does climb pretty fast. We are light once again anyway. So at this point, going to turn off the mic. Probably step away for a little bit. So hope you all enjoyed the flights. Be back with you once we are some miles from our top descents. So we are now 9 minutes from our top of descent, so I'm back and figured this is the perfect time to start preparing anyway. So go ahead and start by briefing over our star. On the wrong airfield. Alright, what's going on? What's going on? Try this again. My mouse keeps double clicking. Alright. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Plus 5. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a briefing. Taking 36 left, so from Bluffs, track 227, cross L-Town between 14,000 and 6,000, right over here. Plus at or below 230, 280 knots. L-Town, same thing, 280 knots. Marcel 250 knots, and that's between 10,000 and 12,000. And we continue 227 to Dasac, 11,000, 9,000. Clark at 210 knots, between 10,000 and 8,000. Alright. Then we just go dinky vectors to our approach, just like that. Very easy and simple arrival. Alright, so we will go ahead and start our checks, start our checklist for the way down. Or maybe not, just in range. Do not really have all of that information just yet, so nothing here. See what we get. Messages. Alright, here we go. Altimeter 3000, that's our information there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get on the ATC. We'll contact the ATC rather. Alright, where are we? To be able to contact Memphis Center. That'll be 118.875. See our progress page. 35 miles. Center, good evening. Good Fedex. 1202, requesting descent plus 5 arrival at flight level 320.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, you are cleared as filed. Maintain flight level 320.
Center FedEx 1202 requesting Buzz 5 arrival.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, about 5-3 minutes ago, an aircraft near you reported light continuous turbulence at flight
That's
level 310.
not what I said.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, cleared Buzz
Clear bus 5 arrival. There we go. Oh yeah, that may be some useful info. Aircraft near you reported light continuous turbulence 310. Okay. Thank you for that. Seatbelts. On then.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, expect the Hither 3 arrival, rush transition, expect to descend in about 5 minutes.
Expect Hither 3 arrival, rush transition, and expect descent in about 5 minutes. Okay, switching us up last minutes. Very nice, very nice, very convenient.
126.375 for Southwest 732.
It's not convenience.
Memphis Center, Delta 1633, flight level 340.
Delta 1633, radar contact.
Hither 3. Not letting us deselect this,
732, contact
which
Atlanta
sucks.
Center on 127.05.
127.05 Southwest 732.
Oh, other sides. Alright, there we go. There we go. Heather 3. Rush transition. Perfect. Inserts. And still expect 36 left. Oh, what's going on? Okay.
Memphis Center, Delta 1683, flight level 330.
Delta 1683, radar contact.
Memphis Center, Frontier Flight 3599, flight level 320.
Frontier Flight 3599, radar contact.
Memphis Center, Delta 545, flight level 320.
Delta 545, radar contact.
Alright. Hither 3. Go Humbo.
Memphis Center, Allegiant 863, flight level 350.
Allegiant 863, radar contact.
Memphis Center, Delta 1230, flight level 200.
Delta 1230, radar contact.
It's a funny arrival change.
Delta 1230, contact Indianapolis Center on
Okay, we'll take it.
124.775.
Over to Indianapolis Center on 124.7.
Alright, but anyway, let's go over our briefing. We have Hither 3 now. Alright, there we go. Routing from Hither track 191 to cross Roby at 10,250 knots, 092 to Azure, then track 192. Sorry, 192 to Azure. Alright. Humbo. That's above 240, 290 knots. Roby. That's our other constraint. Let's make sure it's all in there. Alright, Roby 250, and we have Humbo 290, 240 plus. Alright, perfect, perfect.
Memphis Center, Delta 3145, flight level 340.
Delta 3145, radar contact.
Memphis Center, Delta 2268, flight level 370.
Delta 2268, radar contact.
Delta 1230, 17,000.
Delta 1230, radar contact. Delta 1230, contact Indianapolis Center on 121.175.
121.175.
Alright, so AIATC might try to bullshit around, honestly, so really just going to initiate the descent myself without requesting it first. Did get to expect Hither 3, so that's what we are doing now. I guess to avoid the turbulence that was reported by another aircraft. Maybe that is also it. So we're okay with that. Also, let's go over our approach that I should have been started doing. Alright, so anyway. Alright, that top percent is coming up on us. In miles? Alright. Alright, missed approach. I'll start with that. Climb 1000. Turn left. Left turn. Climb to 5000 via 330. Heading in GQE, KEWR 121, Haley, Kali, wherever we want to pronounce it. Hold, continuous and hold the 5000. Transition level 180. The approach. That will be 108.9. Heading 360. Let's decision height 521, so yeah, we can stick with 540. And the glide slope starts at 2,000. So 2,000 at Caddis. Alright, profile mode on the descent. We're right on the descent path. We'll be starting our descent. Alright, so let's go to our approach page over here. Alright, collapse through 5, we can take that. Approach speed B156, but let's get our calculations out as well. Alright. Get that weather info. Alright. Alright. Have the runway, that's cool. Runway is dry. Bracers. Use minimum. Oh yeah, all. Use them all. Oh, we were talking minimum reversers. Minimum reversers. Collapse through 5 once again. Altimeter 3,000. Alright. Yeah, we can stick with that.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, expect the ILS runway 36 center approach into Memphis. Advise you have information, Romeo.
Expect 360 center ILS, and we have Romeo. So I just lied. We do not have Romeo. Y'all could get on the ACAR system. Oh, doesn't really work like that. Where is our ATIS? The speed is already calculated here. 156. We'll stick with that.
United 2473, radar contact.
Altitude.
Humbo, we're past Humbo. Profile mode. Thing we should be below 230.
2538, flight level 330.
Roby is 10,000.
Southwest 2538, radar contact. Southwest 2782, descend and maintain flight level 250. Cleared for the Bouche 3 arrival into St. Louis.
Descending to flight level 250. Cleared for the Bouche 3 arrival into St. Louis, Southwest 2782.
Southwest 2222, descend and maintain flight level 250. Cleared for the Bouche 3 arrival into St. Louis.
Descending to flight level 250.
Alright, 36 center.
Cleared for the Bouche 3 arrival into St. Louis, Southwest 2222.
Still right on the descent path, which is great.
Fedex
Perfect.
1202 Heavy, contact Memphis Center on 135.5.
Over to Memphis Center, 135.5, and thank you for the ATC.
Southwest 2538, descend and make.
Alright, it's perfect. Have all the information ready to go. Why do we have runway 9? 36 sensor. Let's recalculate. Perfect, alright. We have to get Romeo as well. So
Southwest 2538.
let's go over to the charts. Our ATIS, it shows the departure radius. So let's get it. 12775.
Romeo 0054 Zulu. Arriving runways 36 center, 36 right. Departing runways 36 left, 36 right. Wind 040 at 6. Visibility 10. Broken at 8,000. Broken at 25,000. Temperature 23, dew point 20. Altimeter 3,000.
Alright.
Density altitude 1300 feet. Caution bird activity. And
That's Romeo. Forgot about that altimeter. Alright. Alright, let's go over a checklist now. I say so. Alright, it's in range, altimeter 3000, less local. Anti-ice, we can go ahead and get that on. Anti-ice, windshield, left and right. Seatbelts on, lights as required, status page checked, seatbelts, harnesses fastened. You can turn on the reverse motor pumps. Go ahead and get them running.
On 127.02.5.
Over to Indianapolis Center, Southwest 2222, so long.
Fuel aux pumps, are they on? Should be running. doesn't say we need them. No, that's what the checklist says. Once we get our speed down, we're gonna cross Roby soon. Oh well, I'll leave it. Should manage the speed on its own.
United 2473, descend and maintain flight level 200.
In the descent for flight level 200. United 2473.
I think we're gonna open that speed window.
Center, United 2130, flight level 230.
United 2130, radar contact.
Manage to speed ourselves. Yep. We crossed it too fast. Center, good evening. Fedex 1202, 10,000 crossing Roby.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, Memphis Center. Good evening, Blytheville, altimeter 3000.
Altimeter 3000, FedEx 1202, requesting descents to 5,000.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, contact Memphis approach on 120.925.
Over to approach and thank you for the ATC and have a great night. Alright, that's what we're doing.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend 5,000, FedEx 1202. Alright. Yeah, they're giving that to us. But we're still going to approach. Alright, it's 10,000.
FedEx 1202
Let's
Heavy,
configure
contact
those
Memphis
lights.
approach on 119.1.
Memphis Center, Delta 1251, flight level 300.
We have to descend that harshly. Descend that harsh.
Contact.
No, it's 235 as our speed.
Memphis Center, Delta 31, flight level 320.
Delta 31, radar contact.
Memphis Center, Delta 826, flight level 340.
Delta 826, radar contact. FedEx 1202 Heavy, descend via hither 3 to 10,000, rush transition into Memphis, altimeter 3000.
Altitude.
Then we're gonna go to 6,000. For now, choosing my judgments. Alright, coming up on our approach, so get our info ready.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, turn left, heading 180, vectors for the ILS runway 36 center approach.
Left 180, vectors for ILS. Memphis approach, good evening. FedEx 1202 Heavy is with you. 6,000 heading 180. Requesting vectors to ILS 36 center. And we have
Roger, turn left heading 155, vectors to ILS runway 36 center.
Left 155, ILS. I'm sorry, left 155, vectors to ILS 36 center. Go into the RAD nav page. Nav RAD. 05. Is that's correct? Let's double check. 36 center. Oh yeah, that's correct. Alright, it's 1005. That's in there. Of course, 360. Perfect. Alright. I want to start on the approach checklist at this point. Approach briefing complete. Alright, we're approaching 36 center. Altimeters. Altimeter 3000 local. Minimums 540 and radio tune and identified. Alright. That information is set. We're ready for that arrival. Still some miles away. Make sure our speed is being maintained. Alright.
Memphis Center, Cessna 635, 3000.
Let's stick with 240.
Cessna 635, radar contact.
Had to make sure that's working correctly.
Fedex 1202 heavy, turn right heading 185.
Right heading 185, Fedex 1202 heavy. Perfect.
Fedex 1202 heavy, speed 220 knots or less, traffic 1 mile ahead.
Speed down to 0 knots or less for traffic. About to be downwind too, so I'm gonna start going a little bit slower than that. Once we're on our turn, maybe. When you start a turn, I'll start slowing down to about 20-0. From there, we're slowing all the way down.
No traffic and trail.
No traffic, resume normal speed. About 225. We don't need to go too much faster at this point.
Fedex 1202 heavy, turn left heading 160.
Left 160, FedEx 1202 heavy. There's some funny vectoring, but I'll do it. There's a little bit of traffic. I do see it visually. We kind of are moving out of the way. How to re-request vectoring. Do it myself. Approach FedEx 1202 heavy, requesting vectoring to ILS 36 center.
FedEx 1202 heavy, turn right heading 185.
We're heading 185. We're just back to 185. Very funny vectoring. I wanted to descend to 4,000 and start the turn. Approach FedEx 1202 heavy, requesting descent 4,000.
FedEx 1202 heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend 4000, FedEx 1202 Heavy.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, 20 miles from Ginny. Turn right heading 305, descend and maintain 2,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS, runway 36 center approach.
$20 miles from Jenny, right heading 305, descend and maintain 2000 until established on localizer, clear for 36 center ILS. Alright, we are at 20 miles, so 05.
Altitude.
Alright, we're down to 2000. Ooh, Jenny. That's where it is. It starts. Well, but we can do that way. Stay aligned with it. I'll choose. That's it. We can go ahead and go nav this point. Alright, we want to get those slats out.
Altitude.
Seem a little bit low, don't we? But yeah, the altimeter is correct. That's the local. Just looks that way, doesn't it? Alright, that's 2000. Alright, 180 knots at this point. Oh well. I was pre-selected. Grew up on that final turn. Definitely go 180. Like in map mode. Alright, final turn. I'm gonna slow down to 180. Airplane will automatically go into approach mode. We can expect that.
Stabilizer motion.
Fedex 1202 Heavy, contact Memphis Tower on 118.3.
Memphis Tower 118.3, and thank you for the ETC. Alright. Can go approach mode. Alright, flaps 15. You're down. Alright. Spoilers armed. We're over the tower. Over the tower. Memphis Tower, good evening, Fedex. 1202 on final, runway 36 center.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, Memphis Tower, runway 36 center, wind 040 at 6. Cleared to land.
Cleared to land. Alright. Seemed like you wouldn't miss that approach. Figuring those flaps kind of late.
Stabilizer motion.
Center.
Autopilot.
Lap speed 5. Alright. We're in configuration.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Autopilot.
I cannot shut that up. Anyway, I was trying to shut off the auto throttle.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
You know, I started sinking for a second.
Autopilot.
Huh.
Autopilot.
Oops.
Sync rate.
Those sync rates.
Autopilot 100. Autopilot 50. Autopilot 40, 30. Autopilot.
Yup, MD-11 landing.
What a touchdown. All
Repetition for landing. Rough. Versus outs. Alright, can we shut that up? Shut the hell up, autopilot warning. Thank you. Alright, 60 knots. I'm gonna kill the reversers. Airplane does slow down pretty fast.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, welcome to Memphis. Exit at Sierra 6 if able. Contact ground on 121.0.
Exiting Kilo. We'll find our way to the gates. Tower FedEx 1202 Heavy, runway vacated on Kilo. Thank you for the ATC. Caution wake, last arrival, Heavy MD-11.
FedEx 1202 Heavy, roger, continue to taxi to FedEx Cargo 678. Contact ground on 121.0 for further instructions.
Continue to Cargo 678 and contact ground for further taxi instructions. Ground, good evening. FedEx 1202 Heavy, requesting taxiing to FedEx Cargo 678. Alright. On the ground, let's clean up the aircraft.
Taxi to FedEx Cargo 678 via Sierra, hold short of runway 9er.
678 via Sierra, hold short of runway 9.
FedEx doors closed, ready for push and start.
FedEx 10 pushback approved.
They're on Sierra.
Back and start approved, FedEx 10.
Alright, let's go over our after landing checklist. After landing, APU can come on, and then lights as required, and we'll get the stabilizer. Alright, perfect. APU, if I can find that up here. Right there. It's runway 9 right up ahead. Ground FedEx 1202 holding short runway 9 at Sierra.
FedEx 1202 Heavy cross runway 9er.
Cross 9. Alright, so let's continue our checklist. APU is on, lights as required, stabilizer trim. Throw it at the 3.
Approaching runway 9.
No traffic, we're crossing. And our weather engine, active sky, just stopped working on us. That's fine though. Because we're literally finished the flight anyway.
Approaching runway 9.
Alright, let's vacated the runway. Can really park here. 6, 7, 8. Let's look for it. Request to follow me. We're using Fedex. Too lazy to really look for it. That came fast. Thank you very much. Alright. RM 3A and U, NEA and U. Oh my gosh. Flaps and slats up and retracted. Auto brake is off. Spoiler retracted. In the tents. Radar is off. Oxygen pressure checked. RMPs come off by just switching the system back to auto. Go ahead and get the windshield heat off at this point. And get on the local light, it's nighttime. Radar is on actually. I just lied. Remember where to turn that off. Anyway. Yeah, it was 674. I was about to say.
Approaching runway 18.
Center.
Not approaching any runway right now. Alright, S system having a moment. I see.
Approaching runway 18. Left.
Ground FedEx 1202 shutting down stand 678. Thank you for the ATC and have a great night.
Approaching runway 18. Left.
Let's get even big enough. Should be. Add 777. At 76. Should fit in here. We're staring that. Fast, but it looks like did that a little too much, perhaps. Alright. Accept that parking. Perfect. Parking was good.
American 1245 taxi to the ramp.
American 1245, taxi to parking via Charlie 3, Lima Juliet Tango.
Debut is available. Alright, we're shutting down engines.
Charlie 3, Lima, Juliet, Tango, Papa 2.
We are on the dome light. Alright, taxi light off. And runway turn-offs off. Perfect. That goes to standby. High engines. Alright, we're waiting for into the 20. Oh, no, into the 15. And we will shut off the beacon. Alright, let's put it. There we go. Beacon off. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Hope you all enjoyed the flight as much as I did. Love having y'all here and all. Alright. Airplane is shutting down. Well, it has been shut down already. Let me get the chocks out. first before we start deboarding. Alright, deboarding. Memphis. Parking was okay. Could have been better, but we moved up a little bit more. GSX kind of misled us with that one. They're a little bit far out. We're not too bad. Alright. Kind of like all behind this road right here, blocking it. Trucks and all can still pass. Aircraft is in the gates. Yes, kick everybody off the airplane. Thank you. Crew bus is coming. Alright. Shutdown checklist. Alright. IRS is off. Really just the whole flow over here. Ignition is off. Hydraulics. Pumps are off. Leaving the system auto. Emergency power off. I'll get the external. We can connect the GPU. I'll leave the air conditioning running for now. Leave the APU on. Anti-ice is off. Windshield anti-ice is off. Defog is off. Ignition override is off. Emergency lights are off. Let's get them off. Bye. In cabin signs coming off. Beacon is off. Start lever is off. Status page checked. Go fuel manual. Make sure all pumps are off. Well, they're off in auto. Oh, turn that off. Alright. Perfect. Our video ends here. Leaving the aircraft in the States. The next crew to pick it up. Once again, thank you for watching. Alright. We're out of here.